Hey, what up everyone? This is your man Fred, the regular voice you hear on this channel. So today we're going to be looking at another example of intersection of solids. This time around, a cylinder intersecting what a cone. Alright, so before we get started, I need you to hit the like button and subscribe to this channel if you haven't done that already. And let me also say a very big thank you to everyone whom have subscribed to this channel and have liked the videos. Thank you. Alright, now let's look at this example. Now this is a cone, the elevation of a cone and what a cylinder intersecting each other. So we are expected to draw the curve of intersection and the plan of this intersection. All right, so I'm going to be showing you step-by-step method of resolving this kind of problem. All right, so here we have all the dimensions. Now we have the height of the cone 100, we have the circular base of the cone, you can see the diameter symbol there, 100 as well. Then we have from the perpendicular distance from this point down, okay, that is from here, all right, to somewhere here, that's 15. Perpendicular distance here is 15. Then we have the diameter here also 50, and we have the distance here 25. So I'm going to use this information to draw the elevation as you can see. All right, okay, so the first thing you should do at this point is to draw a thin line, or just draw a center line down. A center line from the top to the bottom. All right, so a center line or a thin line if you like, just draw it in that form, thin. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to align this set square with this line here. Make sure it is perpendicular. All right, let me get a convenient point. So make sure this is aligning properly and it is perpendicular at this point to this line. Then support with your ruler. I want to move it to the left hand side a little bit. Okay, all right, so I'm gonna draw a horizontal line. Okay, I'll stop there. All right, so the next thing I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna use the information given to draw this cone and this cylinder. All right, so now we're told this is the base is 100, so I'm going to measure 50 to the left, 50 to the right, and that gives me what, 100. So here, align my ruler, place it at 50. All right, so this is 100 here. I'm going to dot that, and this is 0. I hope you can see that clearly. So from this distance, this point here to this point is 100, and that's the base. So I am going to now get the height. Remember, the height is also what, 100. So the height is 100. I'm going to measure 100 from here. Like this. This is 10. That is 100. And this is it, 0 here, and that gives you 100. So what I'm going to do is, where I measured 50 here, I'm just going to draw a thin line for now. Thin lines for now. Okay, join them there, and these also join it to the point where you measured 100. This point, so this is 100, the height is 100. Okay, now we were told that this height here is 15. That is not this slant height, is the perpendicular height. So you're going to measure 15 and you're going to locate the point on the side of the cone. So this is 15 here, that's 1.5. so this is 1.5, right? So I'm going to get my set square, align your set square with this horizontal here properly. Once satisfied, transfer here where you measured 15. all right, but you're not going to draw the line from here, you're going to draw it from the edge here. So just draw a line there. Okay, just a thin line for now. Now what you're going to do next is I'm going to drop a perpendicular here like this. Okay, so align your set square with this vertical line here properly. All right, transfer to this point here. Okay, sorry, I haven't measured that, sorry about that. Now this is 25, this distance is 25, so I'm going to measure from here 25. That's 2.5. So this is 0 and this is 2 and this is 2.5. You can see. So this is 0. So I'm going to dot 0. So this point here is 2.5. So here now I'm going to align my set square with this vertical. Align it properly. Okay. Transfer to this point where you measure 2.5 and draw a thin line up. Okay. Now we're told that let me check this out. We're told that this height here is what? Sorry, is 50. That's the diameter here. Sorry, it's 50. So I'm going to measure 50 from here. So this is 50. This is 5, and this is 0. Okay. So remember, this is 50. Now I'm going to transfer lines from here. Okay. To where I measured 50. And draw it until it touches the cylinder. So that's it. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to erase this extension, these excess lines, all of it. All right, then I'm going to draw this outline thick, okay, leaving me with just the elevation. So I'll do that real quick off recording. Okay, so I've done that thick line. So I erase this line here, the thin line, okay, because this is just the elevation. All right, so what am I going to do next? So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to draw part of the plan. Okay, so I'm going to draw a circle here, because when you view from the top, this cylinder, this cone will appear as what? A circle from plan. All right, so what you're going to do is you stretch. Since the diameter is 100, that means to draw a circle with diameter 100, you need what? A radius of what? A radius of 50. Okay, so it's either you stretch 50 on your ruler, or just come over here. Since half of this of the base is 50, you just stretch 50 here. Stretch from here to the other end here, 50. Or you may as well, like I said, come to your ruler and stretch 50. Okay, so 50 here. All right, the same thing. Now give yourself any space. Okay, needle this at any point of your choice. Okay, let me move the camera downwards. All right, so give yourself any reasonable space where it will just fit in. All right, so needle there, needle along this line, any point of this line, convenient point, and draw a thin, don't make it thick, thin circle first. Thin. Okay, so that's it. All right, so now what you do next is align your set square with a base. Okay, and transfer to the center of the circle here where you needled, and draw a thin center line. If you like, just a thin line. Okay, so what I'm going to do next is I'm going to transfer this line to this part of the cylinder there and draw it down to correspond to the plan. So align your set square properly. Okay, oh, sorry about that. All right, now let me fix that very well. Now transfer line to this point here. All right, here of this. So draw a thin line from there down, thin line, so they are corresponding, as you can see. Now don't forget, this is what? 50. So we're also going to have 50 here, so that means 25 up, 25 down will give us 50. So align your ruler. So this is 25 here, this is 2.5. okay, so this is 0, this is center 2.5, and this is 5, this is 50. I also want to locate the center of this. Okay, the center of this is 25, as you can see here. I hope you can see that clearly. All right, so the center of this one is 25. I'm going to use it to draw a semicircle. So this is it, 25. That's the center, don't forget, 25. All right, so remember I measured 50 here already. 0, 25, 50. So I'm going to align my set square with this. and transfer lines to where I have 0. Draw thin lines for now. Okay, and transfer down to where you have 50. Draw thin lines for now. Okay, good. So you can dress it up by erasing these extensions. Okay, so let's go back to the top. Now align your set square, all right, with this horizontal, and transfer line to the center. You measure 25 here. Okay, can you see the center here where you, this is 50 and half of it is 25? So draw a thin line across to touch the cylinder at this other point here. Okay, all right, I hope that's understood. Now stretch 25. You know 25 is what? The radius of the diameter of this cylinder here. So 25 is just half of it, so you just needle here and stretch to the end. Okay, that's 25. Or you can come to your ruler and just measure 25 as well. Okay, so needle there, draw a semicircle, right, to show what the front the surface of the round cylinder. Okay, we're supposed to actually draw a full circle here, but there is no point drawing a full circle. Half a circle will just be fine. All right, so divide it into 6 equal parts, and it's very simple. With this radius 25 with which you drew this thin circle, maintain this radius, ensure it is your pair of compass is tight. Needle here, cut, needle here with same radius, and cut this arc at this point. Needle here at this point, and cut the top and cut the bottom. Now what I just did here now, okay, I also want to do it for the base here, so I will do that off camera, so to keep this video short. All right, so I've already done that here. Now I'm going to label this 0, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 0. All right, so here, you know this 0 on the top here, that's what you should have here at this top. So this becomes your 0. Now I've already explained the reason why it is so. So you can check other videos to find out. Now this is 0, 1, 2, 3. 0, 1, 2, 3. I hope you got that. Beautiful. Now what we're going to do next is I'm going to draw transfer lines to all of this and draw them across until it hits this other side of the of the cone. So align your set square properly, and let me be sure. Okay, now transfer lines to 0, thin lines, draw thin lines across, 1, 2, 2, because I've already drawn 3, so 2, 1, and finally 0. Okay, all right. Now remember, I'm going to do the same thing. I would number. So if this is 0, I'm going to number, follow the line. This becomes 0. Let me just call it 0 prime. Okay, this is 1. This becomes what? 1 prime. 2, 2 prime, 3 prime, 2 prime, 1 prime, and 0 prime. Okay, just to show that these same points are these are the corresponding points of these numbers here. Okay, all right. So I have done that. So what I'm going to do next is this. I am going to transfer lines to all of these points, and I will draw them down to meet this horizontal line you're seeing here. Let me draw the horizontal line properly. Okay, so what I'm going to do is this. Align your set square with this vertical line here. Make sure it is properly aligned. Right? Good. Now Make sure it is 100% in alignment. Now transfer to all of these points here. So I'm going to transfer to 0 prime here, the one on the top here. I hope you can see that clearly. So I'm going to draw lines until it touches this horizontal line here. Thin lines. Transfer to the next one, which is 1 prime, I guess. Transfer, draw thin line, sorry. Transfer to the next one, which is 2. Draw lines from here down. So that's this point here. Transfer to 3. Sorry, my hand shook. Let me align that again. All right, so transfer to 2 prime, 2 prime. Sorry, my hand keeps shaking. Align that again. Okay, so transfer to 1. Remember, they are thin lines, not thick lines. And sorry, okay, so 1, then 0, which is the last one. That's it. 0. Okay, good. Now pay attention at this point very, very well. Okay, all right, so now get your pair of compass. All right, now remember, this is, let me put this camera so that you'll see both the top and the bottom. So remember, this is 0 prime, this one, or if you like, I just call it 0, but I just use prime to differentiate it from this one. So this is 1 prime, this is 2, this is 3, this is 4, sorry, this is 2 again, 1 and 0. So I'm going to needle here and draw circles. Okay, so what I'm going to do is needle at the center here, stretch to this point of intersection, the first one here. All right, so you stretch to this one, make sure it is exact. Okay, are you seeing that? So you stretch to this first point of intersection here, then draw it, draw a thin circle. Remember, it is from here. All right, a thin circle. Now stretch to the next one at this point. Okay, sorry, that's it. So stretch to the next one here. I hope that's clear. Then draw a thin circle. Make sure your pair of compass is tight. Remember, they are thin circle. Then and stretch to the next one, which is this one. Okay, draw a thin circle. So do it for the whole of the points. For the whole of the points. Okay, so that's it. All right, now for clarity purpose, I would like to transfer these numbers down so that you will know what I'm doing at every point in time. So remember, this one is 0, this one is 1. I'm not using prime this time around because of the numbers here, so something is going to be happening here, so I need you to really get it. So this is 2, 3, 2, 1, and back to 0. So this point here is 0, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 0. I hope that's clear. Good. Now let's move on. Now what we're going to do now is I want to draw the curve of intersection as can be seen from the plan. Like this is a cylinder, is going round, you understand? So you see part of the cylinder on the top, then you're also going to there's also going to be a part at the bottom, do you understand? But that part will be hidden. Let me see how I can best explain that using an example. Okay, let me use this eraser for example. Okay, this is the cylinder. Now you see this eraser, you can only see half of this top, okay, like this, but you won't see the bottom, you understand? So from midpoint, that is, remember this one is 25, you won't be able to see it going down, like coming out of the paper and going inside, but you'll be able to see half of the top. So that's what we're going to have here. So something like that is going to happen here. So I need you to watch very closely as I bring out the curve of intersection, both at the top and at the bottom. I hope that is clear. Now let me also use this to explain so that you understand. Now for the top, we'll focus on this. So I don't know whether to change some things here. Okay, no, let me leave it. Now this is 0, 1, 2, 3. This 3, 2, 1, 0 is for the top, half of the top, like I explained. Then from here 3 2 1 0 is for half the bottom, which you will not see. I hope that's clear. So now follow me. Now let us draw the top. Remember, the top I will see it, but the bottom I won't see it. So this first 3, 0 1 2 3, that is 0 1 2 3. This first 3 is for the top. Don't forget, it's for the top. So let me focus on this 3 first before I'll now move over to the bottom. This bottom here, this other 3. All right. So now watch very, very closely. Align your set square like this with a horizontal line, perfectly aligned. Then move down. Now watch very closely what I'm going to be doing. Now you remember, this is okay. I'm going to be drawing like I drew lines here from 0 1 2 3 back to 0. I'm going to do the same here, but this time around I'm going to match each line with particular what circle number. For example, remember this one is what, 3. Can you see this circle 3? I hope that's clear. This is line 3, so I'm going to draw line 3 until it touches circle 3. I hope that's clear. Good. So now this is what I mean. So after aligning, adjust. So transfer to 1. Sorry, 3. This is 3. Now I'm going to draw it until it, remember this is circle 3. This is it here. So I'll draw it until it touches circle 3 here. So this is where it is touching circle 3. Can you see that? Then I'll do the same thing, transfer to the bottom until it touches circle 3. Sorry, let me properly align this one again. All right. So to 3. And I'll draw until it touches circle 3. So this is it. Remember, this is circle 3. I have another point here. Now I'll keep transferring. Now let me adjust a little bit here. Align your set square properly. Now transfer to 2. Now don't forget, this is circle 2. Is that clear? So 2 must correspond with 2. So I'll do it for both the top and the bottom. So I will draw until it touches circle 2 at this point. So this is circle 2. Don't forget, it's intersecting this circle at this point. I'll do the same thing. Transfer to the bottom. There is 2 here. Draw from 2 until it touches circle 2. Now this circle number 2 touching 2. Now the purpose of this class, this this class is for you to actually understand, okay, what is going on, not just for you to draw and that's it. No, you also have to understand so you can do it all by yourself next time. All right, now let's continue. Now let's go to 1 now. Now remember, this is circle 1. All right, so move to 1, transfer to 1, draw until it touches 1. This is circle 1. So that is 1 there, intersecting. Then move over to the next one at the bottom, 1 until it touches 1. That is this point here, 1. So take note of all these dots. All right, then finally 0. This is circle 0. So it's already corresponding. I've already drawn that, so it's here. So this is 0 against circle 0. That's this point here. Take note of all these points. I hope that is very, very clear. Beautiful. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to use, in order for you not to be confused, let me first of all draw the curve, okay, of the top and complete the thick line here. So I'm going to complete this thick line. This is part of the cylinder of the cylinder. So draw this thick line, draw this thick line, that's all. Then you draw the curve. So get your French curve or flexible broomstick or flexible curve and draw this curve, these points, connect them together and draw them very, very well. Okay, so there I've joined them with a French curve or whichever one that is at your disposal. Okay, Now, remember I told you there is half. I use this as an example, so you're going to be seeing the half of the top. So because of the nature of the cone and the cylinder, the intersection, okay, it's going to look like this from the plan for the top. Now there's going to be the bottom, that's the other half. Like I told you, you will see the top, but you won't see the bottom, this other bottom part. Okay, we're going to have it somewhere here. Do you understand? But that will come in as broken line, because whatever you can see, you represent with what? Hidden details. That's broken lines. We're going to what? Draw it out here. That is this other half I told you the other time. That is 3, 2, 1. This other 3, 2, 1 here, which is this 3, this 2, and this one. So take note of this circle: 3, 2, 1, and 0. I hope that is clear. All right, so we're going to do the same thing to locate them. Now make sure these point of intersection are very, very visible, because we're going to use these points later. All right, to get the curve of intersection of this part. Okay, now align your set square again with the center line, with a horizontal line, sorry. Okay, so once you're good, now let's go. Now we're going to continue. Okay, the lines has been drawn. We don't even need to, because the lines has been drawn. They've been drawn. Okay, so let's now just trace. Now this is 3, circle 3. So wherever you see 3, this is 3, don't forget, and this is also line 3. So we trace circle 3. All right, circle 3 is already intersecting here. We already got that from the beginning. Now let's move on to the next one. 2, circle 2. Now this is, in order for you to understand, let me use a ruler, or let me just use another pencil. So this is circle 2. Remember, follow. Now this is 2. Can you see it? Line 2. So they're intersecting here. Continue another line 2 here with this circle, line 2 intersecting here. Don't forget, this is circle 2 intersecting with 2 here. If you continue with the circle, another 2 is here. Beautiful. Now let's go to circle 1. So wherever you see 1, you intersect. So this is circle 1. This is line 1. They're intersecting here. And if you continue, there's another one here again. So you keep going, they intersect here. And the last one we have there is 0. So you keep going. This is line 0. So this is the point here. I hope that is clear. All right, so what you're going to do now is you're going to connect this curve from here all the way down to this point. All right, but this time around you're going to use broken lines, because it is hidden. It's the other half I told you about. It is hidden. So we'll use broken line to draw, and we'll get a curve. So I will do that off recording. You can do that by yourself. Okay, so there it is. Now once again, take note of these points. Very, very important. All of these points here, these dots, very, very important. All right, so there we have it. Broken line, not continuous lines. Broken lines. Okay, so now we're done with this part of it. So what we're going to do now is we're going to draw this outer circle here, okay, which is the base of the cone as viewed from the top. We're going to draw a thick line, but when we get to this part here, we're going to convert it to broken line, because we won't be seeing the bottom, okay, we won't see it. So remember, all of these should be broken lines apart from this one. So I'm going to do that off recording. All right, so that's it. So make this thick, right? Then this becomes broken, hidden details. That's the bottom part. Okay, so now let's draw the curve of intersection. Very easy. Now remember, this first circle, 3 circle, 1, 2, 3, 4 circles, like this circle, this one, this, and this one, they are for what? The top, the first 3, like I mentioned earlier. Don't forget that. Don't forget that. While these other 3, that is these 1, 2, 3, including this one, they are for the what? The bottom part. That's half, the bottom. So from this half up, we're going to use this. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's what we're going to use, because remember, they are represented, they are intersecting with this 1, 2, 3. All right, so this circle also intersecting here, this 2, this 1, and this 1, and finally this 0. So concentrate these 7 points, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 points on these 3, on this top line, sorry. All right, but here is something you should understand. The points are already coinciding. for example, now you see this point 3 here, this for this 3 and this 3, they are the same. So I don't need to draw line all the way from the bottom, because if I draw any line, it's the same thing, so they will coincide. All right, going up. So I'm only going to transfer line 1, 2, 3, and 4. So for this is corresponding with this, I don't need to draw the line all the way from the bottom to the top. For this is corresponding with this one, I don't need to draw the line all the way from the bottom to the top. For this corresponding with this, I'll just draw from here upward, and for this alone, I will draw upward. I hope that's clear. Good. So now let's go. Now align your set square like this. Remember, this is for the first 3 lines on the top. All right, so align your set square, the first 4 lines, sorry, on the top. All right, so like this. So when you're done, now watch. Now question, which number has this one? Is 3. Look at it, 3. Okay, that's 3. So when I'm drawing it up, whatever I see 3 among these 4 numbers, sorry, these 4 lines upward, okay, wherever I see 3, I will dot. All right, so I will draw it and meet 3. So here is line 3. Can you see that? All right, so I will draw this one up to meet line 3. So that's line 3. So I have a point here. All right, now this one is what? 2.2, or you can just see it here, 2. So I will transfer there, draw it up. Remember the ones on top, and this is 2. This is 2 here, so line 2. They are meeting here. So I'll continue. This one is what? 1. That is 1. Transfer to this point here. Draw it until it meets 1 on the top there. 1. So this is 1, line 1. Have this point. And finally, these ones should correspond. That is 0. That is circle 0. That's point 0 here. Sorry, I have to adjust this a little bit again. Hand shook. So 0 will correspond with this top 0 here. That's it. So this point. So we have this point here. We have this one. We have this one, and we have this one. So we're good. We're done with the half top. Now the half bottom. All right. Now here we have them. This. So remember, once again, this is corresponding with this one. That's 1, 1. This is 2, 2. All right. 3 has been drawn already. Then this is 0. So I don't need to draw all the way from the down. I'll only draw from the top up. So align your set square. Now remember, we are focusing on the lines at the bottom now, from this center down. That is, we've already drawn this one, so focus on 1, 2, 3. So align your set square like this. Now let's transfer to this one. So this is what? 2. So we'll move there. We draw until it touches 2. So this is line 2. So draw a thin line up until it touches here, and we have a point here, 2. Then move to, this is 1. I hope that's 2. Okay, this is 1, 1. So wherever we see 1, we draw at the bottom 1 here. That's it, because this is line 1. Then 0 is already there looking at us. That's 0. It will correspond automatically. That's it. Now look at the curve of intersection. So you use a flexible curve or French curve to draw the curve of intersection. Okay, so here I'm done. All right, connect the curve. So here now we have the whole of this is the elevation. Now you must be able to differentiate thin lines from thick lines. That's what makes technical drawing unique. And this is the curve of intersection, while this is what? The plan. This is the plan. Now if you do not understand, go over it again. All right, follow the steps. All right, and you will get it. It's not really difficult. Very, very simple. Thank you for watching, and if you haven't hit the subscribe button yet, please subscribe to this channel, and also like the videos, okay, that you watch. Okay, click on the like button, and also click on the notification button. Whenever I upload new videos, you'll be able to get a notification on my upload. Thank you very much. See you some other time.